Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about visibility and are you really being seen? Is Facebook showing your profile? Hi guys, I'm Yvonne Purvis and I just love social media, right? Social media, being a coach like you or a business owner like you online, we can rely so much on social media, can't we? Like we think we pop something in there and we put an offer on there and crickets, nothing is happening. No one's saying anything, no one's commenting. And I want you to know you're not alone. All right. It is the algorithms are shifting. Facebook loves to do this. And they are really encouraging more people to do Facebook ads. And this is why you're not seeing as much. So, but there are some things that we can do differently. But I want to talk about yourself and why you're not being seen. Okay. Like you can be posting all day long and still not seeing anything. And our algorithms, because Facebook is making a shift, is determining who's being seen, not being seen. And it always asks, like, for instance, like when I go onto my Facebook, I can't see any friends. I don't see anything they post. I have to go and find my friends. And I mean my internal friends because I have over 5,000 friends. And I mean, obviously, you're not all my close friends. You're a social friend, right? Which is why Facebook was started. It was started for social, right? Engagement. So how do we get engagement from a platform that is saying that you can post something, but there's no engagement? So I want you to think about, like, what would you say to yourself right now? Like, if there was something super funny, like, how could you use that in a way that you could have more engagement? So when you think about, like, when you have your social online presence, it can't just be all serious stuff, right? Like Facebook is like, come on, show me some other stuff. Show me what else is behind that work environment. Stop selling on Facebook because you can sell if you do ads. And that is the missing link. I know that. They are encouraging more and more people to start paying Facebook ads. Now, I remember a time, and this was, I don't know how many years ago, probably close to 8, 9 years ago, Facebook actually said they were going to pay. They were going to make all of us pay to stay on Facebook. Now, that would have went down. That would not have gone well. Most of us would have left because it was personal. We weren't really using it to sell too much and maybe not as much on our businesses as now, right? COVID shifted the environment. Environment. It has made social media now is used even by our parents, right? Even grandmothers are on this platform. So I want you to now start thinking about, how do you use it? What is it you're using it for? Because engagement is the business. That's where the like and the trust come from, right? And when I talked about branding, like you are your brand, which you are, but your brand needs to have authority. Your brand is also about trust with others. And gaining trust is not from selling. Gaining trust is from being you, acting as you, and really allowing yourself to come out freely. That is really the person that you're not always showing up as. Okay. So let me just go through what I posted about this on my brand here. Okay. Because I think it's really important to know this post that I put on there. So I said truth bomb. And the truth bomb is, there's a whole lot of story in this, why you're not being seen. And it's you. Okay. So it's you. It's not Facebook. It's you. I want you to start expressing yourself, the real self, not this other self that's just in one way of being. So let's just, what did I say here? So I talked about, what did I say? Like when you talk about, do you remember Rachel Hollis? She does not really bad. She's not really in there since her divorce, right? She divorced, but she used to show everything. Her husband in the kitchen. Like, I don't even know what she was doing, but everybody was following her because it was just showing her life, right? She's building that trust because she was just being Rachel. Then you think about Gabby Bernstein, and let me tell you the story about Gabby Bernstein, which is really fascinating. When she first started, her first year, she didn't make any money. Okay. She was trying to sell her, I think it was like a group thing, right? And nobody was coming in and paying her. She just kept showing up. So and I know this is a long time ago, right? She's been around a long time now, Gabby, but that is a true story. Because I've been following Gabby way before, like she's where she is now. I started following her a long, long time ago. And then, Brene Brown, the reason she became so quickly, everybody was reading Brene Brown is because she talked about vulnerability and her story. So you see where I'm coming from, Med Mellet, he's a peak performance and personal growth. So we talked about that part of his life. Gary V. We all know Gary V. I'm not a big fan of him, but he's Gary V, right? He's the hustle culture. He really is. And wine marketing. I didn't even know that about him until I Googled. And then there's Brooke Castillo, right? And she was the weight loss coaching and a model. So they shared their story. So I want you to think about how you can show up as a brand and you sharing your story and showing more of you. That is the brand that you want to be, which is everywhere in your life. It's not just this one way, right? We show up like there's so many parts of us, but you're only showing the perfect part. And when we show more about the stuff that isn't working, people start to relate. They start to go, oh, right? And this is what creates the engagement. But it's also what you think about. I don't believe that Facebook's not showing my stuff. Would that be a good feeling and belief to have? Allowing this one person, this CEO, it's a public company, all these, people saying that we're not going to show people's profiles. I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. So I'm removing that belief for starters. But what I do know, and what I have also learned with my own profile, because we all are in this game together, is that all of a sudden I was showing a lot of all that stuff. And then I kind of get back into just, being the business person. And it's like, oh yeah, who am I? Because there's more to me than that. As we all have more than one part of our life. We've got family, we've got friends, we have work, we have exercise, fitness, health, right? There's all these entities of our life. And this is what we need to bring into in relationships, right? And some partners don't want to be on there, but you can show some photos every now and then. And this is where you start building that trust and you start building the community and the engagement on your Facebook. So your brand is you. Your niche is you. And when you really hone into your niche, your business will transform. And the niche is really something that, sometimes you need help expanding on it because you're not sure what it is that really someone wants and where you are to building a business from that. So, and I'm just reading my post, so I said they didn't start with, I help people live their best lives. That is for darn sure. They did not. Right. And that came from what do you do in some of these networking things, right? The elevator speech. Like, just never got that. Some of that, it's like, do I want to be known I help women who have been through a divorce, grow, start a business and share their stories. Not really, right? My niche is I help. I don't even know where that goes, to be honest. I know my niche. I know the women I deal with, my ideal clients. You're one of them, right? And it's always about a transformation, right? But there is a story behind me. So I want you to think about what you are, who you are, and how you show up. Because when you get clear, that's the frequency too, right? Remember, people come to you because of an energy that we have. Now, Facebook, they don't know all that stuff, right? I know from manifestation, energy attracts. So when you are knowing and your field is open, everyone will come to you. So, but if you're posting on Facebook and going, this is what I have to do, I need to post this, that energy frequency is low. People are not going to feel it. They're not going to feel that energy. So I want you to really think about your Facebook and your social media. Are you showing all other entities of your life, of who you are, so that you start being seen? Then you can weed in what you're selling and how you can help them. But we're forgetting to be a real person. A real person really matters. That's what people get aligned to. Somebody that isn't perfect, because we are not perfect. We all have things that we've worked on. I don't want to call them flaws. I think they're like diamonds. That's why I've called my company the Diamond Ascension, right? Like, because diamonds are beautiful and they all are different. And they are, different. They have different flaws. Not that I call them flaws. I think everything that we own in our life is all part of us. I love every part of me, the story behind me, the story from my marriage, the acts, everything I went through was part of everything I love, because I have grown so much through all of that. So when you really start to look at your life and start loving yourself more than you've ever loved anyone, the worthiness behind you will change. The offers change, the selling changes. But see, there's more entities into this and how we sell on social marketing. Self-love is so big. Self-love is so big. Don't be worried about being seen. Don't be thinking, oh, no one's watching my videos. You can't control it. You don't know what's being seen because you don't get to see it. So stop looking for gratification or someone to buy your offer because you popped it there, because maybe they're just not ready. Stop looking for it. It means that you don't have that thing that you have. Okay? You have everything inside you already. There is nothing missing. When you become whole about that and love yourself so much that you're not worried if they get the sale or don't have the sale, because the sales will come when you are 100% being you and love yourself more than you've ever loved yourself. That is your oneness. It is being a whole person, a whole woman. Because when you feel unworthy, not being seen, how does it make you feel? It makes you feel like shy. It makes you go inward. This is the energy. So this is where I want you to change the energy around who you are, the frequency within you, the magnetism within you, because you will be seen when that changes. Okay. So a couple of things that I would love for you to do now, right? You need to start having something fun in there, having some fun, just posting something silly from your life, and having a photo, doing some videos, doing a post with the, not a Canva post. Facebook doesn't like the Canva posts, supposedly, but I don't care because I don't believe that. But I want you to have more fun with it. If it feels like a chore, it's not going to help you. because the energy behind it doesn't feel energetic and vibrant for people to want to watch it, to want to see it. So remove the things that you think and come back into knowing that if you believe it, it will be true. So every decision you make is a choice. So believe everything that you do is working out. Everything always works out. God wants the best of you. Source energy wants the best of you. Universe wants the best of you. And they will show you everything when you open up to receive it. When you're an open vessel, the opportunities come. When you post something and you love it and you're just doing it because you love it, people will see it. All right. So next steps, if you really want to dig into some more clarity and get yourself being seen and get that messaging on par, become the CEO of a business, start elevating yourself, the identity of who you are and the way you post. And you don't have to post every day. You don't. But if you enjoy it, then do it. This is really how you get to design your life and your business. I'm here for you, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Okay? Lots of great things in here. So make sure you take notes and do them. See you later. Bye.